Hi, everyone. This is Pernella Harris, licensed clinical social worker and host of the Rise Station podcast. And today I have a very special guest, Francesca Marinaro, who is the owner of Fuchsia Dance Studio. And we're going to have just a conversation about a project that we are collaborating on called the Power of She. So,
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Pernella. I'm super excited to be here today.
thank you so much for joining. So, Francesca and we just have a great time together. I just love what she does, what she stands for. And I've actually had the opportunity of seeing her in action. Now, she owns a dance studio, and I approached her about an idea that I had. I really wanted to help women come into their confidence and get into loving themselves and moving past stigma. And she was just on board from the very beginning. We were in such alignment. So that's why I wanted her to share her story because she's just a phenomenal woman. She's a mother. She is a business owner. She is a boss. And the way she leads is with such feminine energy. I just couldn't wait to have you guys experience her. So I want to ask you, when you think of femininity or feminine energy, let's go with that. What do you envision?
So I envision creativity first and foremost, this sensitivity, but yet this like quiet strength, this like real strong power, but that's also very sensitive. And grace. Grace is a word that I really do use.
And so, with everything that you have going on, like how do you get to be in that grace, be in that femininity, be in that flow?
Well, okay. So, no, that is a great question. I think that one of the things that's most important is just being your authentic self. I think in leadership, a lot of times, we are nervous to, I don't know, maybe have conversations that might be difficult. But I think if you just remain authentic to yourself and really transparent, I think that that's probably really key. All of my team, that's how we work together. I'm like, all right, like what's going on, and we work together and we respect each other. And, as long as we're all always working towards the same thing, that's all that matters to me. So
That's one of the things that I respect so much about you because when I go in, I can always see a good leader, a good person just by the fruit of what it is that they create. And everyone has wonderful things to say about you. They're very motivated and they have that opportunity to expand. Like you don't quash that, you let them be themselves as well. So, is that intentional or is that just something that happens?
I appreciate that so much. Like, really, you're filling my heart. You really are. So I was very action oriented. I was always a very like busybody, right? So when I first opened the studio, I was only 24 years old. And there was a lot of like, walls in front of me that I had to break through. And then all of a sudden, I just kind of said to myself, like, well, what if those walls are there because I'm putting them there, And what if I just keep stepping through and opening the door? And 13 years later, seeing the success that we've had makes me believe truly in my heart that like if you believe you can do it, you can. And I love seeing my team like go after their dreams and each one of them, teach in the area that like fills their heart and that they love so much. So, if you're a contemporary artist, teach contemporary. Don't be teaching, I don't know, whatever else, tap or something if that's not your strongest suit. So I just believe in my heart that if we let everyone, like I was saying, just be their authentic selves and go for what it is that like sets your soul on fire and you go after that, there is no way you can fail. There's just not.
That is amazing. And I think that is the magic. It's just not even putting constraints on them. Like, hey, you have your specific magic thing that you do. Go ahead and do it well. So giving them permission to do that is wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. It's, I don't know, a beautiful journey.
Today's topic, we are covering feminine energy. And so I want to explain what that is for everyone listening. Feminine energy is your energy that is responsible for creativity, responsible for flow, responsible for healing, love, our emotions. So, feminine energy is beautiful and powerful, and it is the energy of being. So there's nothing that you have to do. It's just the essence, right? Feminine energy is also receptive. So when you think about the law of attraction, that is attracting things to us. When you think about how life is created, the egg is sending out messages to the sperm saying, hey, I am ready to procreate. And then there is action being taken. And so that brings me to what masculine energy is. It is doing. It is the energy of action, right? It's strategizing, analyzing. It is ambitious. So we need both energies to survive. There is not one better than the other. We need both. We just activate the energy that we need to get things done. So we live in a patriarchy. That is, our whole world is set up around rules, standards, expectations, deadlines, right? And so women are often taught that we need to be productive. We need to work harder. We need to work as hard as we can to be successful. And what happens with that mindset is that we end up burning out. Mm-hmm. We end up, because that's not our default energy. Our default energy is attraction. And so if we're in our masculine energy for too long, then we will get burned out. We will start to be dissatisfied, and it's just not a healthy energy for us to stay in too long. And so we need balance. And that's why I brought my partner, Francesca Marinaro, who is the epitome of feminine energy. She is able to vacillate and go in and out of her masculine and feminine energy with such ease and flow. So I'm going to talk to her and pick her brain and share all of the nuggets on how we can be, able to balance that energy. Okay, so we had a chance to get to know you as a leader. Now you are married with 4 children. Mm-hmm. And I want to know, for the single ladies out there, what advice would you give someone who wants to attract a masculine male? Mm-hmm. And what I want to do, break before she answers this, right? Because what I'm seeing is more men are feminine or presenting with their feminine energy, meaning they want the attention. Mm-hmm. They want, what do you bring into the table for me? Mm-hmm. And then women are coming to be more masculine, mm-hmm. meaning they're doers. They're setting all the dates. They're doing all the things. They are, shooting their shots with the guys, picking them up. So if you are a woman who wants to attract a masculine male, what do you have to do? Yeah. Because you got a husband and he's pretty masculine and all that. So, take the mic. Go ahead.
Okay.
Teach us.
Okay. So that is a really wonderful question. I know we've been together, oh my goodness, 17 years. And so to be honest, though, I feel like my husband has a lot of feminine energy too. And we both have, kind of both sides of the energy. So for example, he's not afraid to fold the clothes. If I'm outside, I'm not really good in the backyard, though, I will say. I am not good with plants, but I will try, like I'll put the Christmas lights up outside, or, we really work together as a team to kind of fill those voids. And I think it's really important to just be really strong in yourself. And that already is attractive, right? You have to just walk, we're taught, sit up nice and straight, like, and love yourself. No, I know. Oh, very good posture. But that's like the number one thing is just stand out for you, and then that will attract what you want. I firmly believe in that. You attract what you put out, and I think my husband saw that. I think a long time ago, and he's not afraid to get on the dance floor. But I'm not afraid. I dive in. I work with him in his business. He's passionate about what he does, and I support him, and we support each other. And I think finding that middle ground is not always easy. Let's be real. But it's important to keep trying, because when that chemistry and that energy does come together, it's limitless. So
you heard it here, ladies. This is how you do it. Just be you. Don't perform. Don't put on a mask. Like, you will attract what it is that you need by just simply loving on yourself, accepting yourself unconditionally. That's the power of she.
Love it.
Okay, so now I want to talk about the Power of She event, our collaborative event. And this event has a number of things that you get. Mm-hmm. So I cover the feminine energy part of it. We have a workbook. We take a quiz, we have a lot of fun with that. You get to network and meet other ladies. Then there is a meal. Then we have a dance presentation where we have dancers come in and you observe the show. And then we get to tap into our energy by learning a sensual dance routine, which is choreographed by yours truly, Francesca Marinaro. And it's an experience that I can't explain. So, how would you explain this event for somebody who just does not know what to expect, is coming for the first time? What would you advise them?
Okay. So it is an absolute no judgment zone, first of all, right? So Prunella does an amazing job really in the education that you provide and the skill sets that you leave with after just your presentation alone is enough. But then I think that that partnered with the freedom of expression is really just such a holistic piece, that brings it all full circle. And so, we always laugh, but I mean, everybody has to like a favorite song that they dance to at home, right? Where you just let your hair down, no one's around, it's just you, whether it's in your kitchen, right? Or whatever. I know I love to dance in my kitchen all the time while I'm cooking. I'm like, and this is my jam. But I think that that's really, the magic of this event is that you get to take that time. There's time allotted for you to really dive deeper into that dance and into your inner self and just go with the flow and move in a judgment free way. And you can almost hear yourself like saying like, thank you, like I really needed that. And I feel you and I see you. And it's so nice when you get to just take a moment for you. And so through movement is the best way, in my personal opinion. So it'll be a great event.
Yes, very well said. Well, listen, ladies, I want you to take a chance on yourself. Go ahead and register for the Power of She event. It is jam packed, and you will leave with such empowerment and just your own abilities to tap into your own inner strength by being authentically you. All right, guys, I hope to see you soon. Take care.